Hey folks, how's it going? So I'm feeling a little under the weather, and I thought that I would make myself some turkey tail mushroom tea, and I've never made a video about that. And also everybody's always like, could you show me how to make a mushroom decoction, words, a mushroom decoction to add to a tincture. So this is kind of gonna be a multi-video video, right? First thing you need is a pot. Next thing you need is turkey tail mushrooms, right? You don't have to have this big dramatic jar, but you do need the turkey tail mushrooms. And this is insanely easy. People overcomplicate this all the time, so let's not do that today. I'm gonna put like, I don't know, a cup or so of the dried mushrooms, and I'm just going to eyeball it. If you want to be specific about it, you can weigh out a cup if you like. Now, if you were making a decoction for your tincture that you've made, you would strain the vodka out away from the mushroom, and you set that tincture aside, and then you take the mushrooms that you tinctured and you put those in here, right? So those are really the only two differences. If you're making a tea, you're pretty much using your dried, untinctured turkey tail mushrooms. If you're making a decoction to add into a tincture, you preferably would be using, whatever fancy word there, you would be using the mushrooms that you've already tinctured. But I mean, you could also just use, dried ones. It wouldn't hurt anything. Yeah, it's probably about a cup. Okay. So here's the next step. You think you're gonna be able to handle this? Okay. I'm gonna add 4 cups of water. 3 1/4 because I spilled a little. So that's step 1. Now we're gonna bring it to a simmer. So let's not watch me hem and haw while I do that, but pretty soon it's gonna be like, oh, boiling turkey tail mushrooms. All right. Next step is to bring it to a rolling boil. You're not going to boil it like this the whole time, but just get it really good and hot from the get-go. And then I want you to turn it down really low to where it just very gently simmers. Now for tea, we are going to simmer it down by half for at least half an hour. You need at least half an hour in this hot water to release the polysaccharides, the PSK and PSP. I always almost say PCP, and that's not it. There is no PCP in these mushrooms. But you need it to be able to break down those hot water soluble properties in the mushrooms. So tea takes at least 30 minutes simmered down by half. You don't have to measure out to make sure 2 cups of water have dissipated. Just kind of eye it. And then I'm going to show you the next step on what to do if you're making a decoction. Okay, pretty much looks the same. The water is a little more golden, but I've simmered it down to half. Now, because I'm making tea today, the rest of this will be theoretical. But you're smart enough. You really are. You're going to understand what I'm saying here. So the first time you simmer it down by half, you have made tea and it's ready to go, and we'll jump into that in a minute, what I'm going to do next. But if you are wanting to make a decoction that you add to your tincture, I want you to take 2 more cups of water, and I want you to pretend like I've dumped this in here. Right? Ooh, I did it, magic. And then I want you to simmer it down to half again. That is all a decoction is. You simmer it down by half, and then what you do is put the water back that you've simmered off. It doesn't have to be a perfect amount, just roughly put back what you've simmered off, and simmer it down by half again. And that is the difference between tea and a decoction. It is really, really simple, and people overcomplicate it. So let's jump into how I'm going to be making tea out of this. Alright, now that we've got our steamy mushroom water going on here, why are we making this turkey tail mushroom tea? Well, turkey tails are really amazing at modulating. They control your immune system. basically, I want you to think of some herbs really ramp up your immune system production, right? Like elderberry is known for that. Like if you take elderberry after you've gotten sick, you can actually make your symptoms worse because you gave your immune system to be like, ah, right? And remember, any symptoms you have from, catching something like a cold or strep throat, all that stuff is your immune system's reaction to the invader, right? So nobody's ever died from the flu. They die from your immune system's reaction to the flu. Does that make sense? Well, turkey tail mushroom, she's all about modulating your immune system, meaning she, like, if it's too low, raises it up. If it's going crazy, lowers it down. In fact, I really like using turkey tail mushroom alongside elderberry, but that's a different video. So I'm making myself some immune modulating turkey tail mushroom broth. Now, it's one of the few herbs, or, well, she's a mushroom, right, that I feel comfortable saying it's probably worthwhile looking into if you have autoimmune. Because if your autoimmune is making your immune system too low, it's very possible that turkey tail mushroom will get in there and raise it up to natural levels. But if your autoimmune is making your immune system too high, she can be like, whoa, calm your tits. Right, so really all I did was strain my turkey tail mushroom broth. You're smart enough to do that, right? We're literally just boiling mushrooms in water. You do not need any sort of like paid for schooling to do that, right? Okay, so this is turkey tail mushroom tea. If I would have added just 2 more cups of water back to it and boiled it down again to half, that would be a decoction. And you can drink that if you want to. I just legitimately wanted some turkey tail mushroom tea. I don't want to wait the time to make the decoction. If you are making a decoction to add to your turkey tail mushroom tincture, which is vital, you need to be adding in the hot water soluble properties. I do talk about a method of which that I can do that without having to do this in my tincturing book. It just involves using 100 proof vodka and a seed heating mat and some thyme, right? Because there's already water in there that's getting hot. All that aside, if you're going to add this to your turkey tail tincture, if you're using 100 proof vodka, which is 50% alcohol and 50% water, I only want you to put 2 tablespoons of a decoction per 1 cup of vodka. So let's say you made a quart of turkey tail mushroom tincture. I don't want you to add more than 2, 4, like that's like half a cup at most. Half a cup at most, right? Because 2 and 2 is 1/4, yeah. To do tablespoon math in my head on the fly. But that way you're not bringing your alcohol by volume below 25%, because remember, if 100 proof vodka is only 50% water, if you add too much to that, it won't be shelf stable. Now if you're using 80 proof vodka, which is usually what people end up being able to find, it is only 40% water. So I don't want you to add more than 1 tablespoon of your decoction, so per cup of 80 proof vodka. All right, back to the tea that I'm making. I know that I'm probably gonna have to bite the bullet and do a separate decoction video for tincture making, because I just know, but I thought I'd talk about it. So, this is ready to drink. Well, I mean, it's hot, burn yourself. But generally, it's ready to drink. This is turkey tail mushroom tea. It doesn't taste bad. So people are like, well, why don't you just eat the mushroom? Because this is an inedible mushroom. No, I don't freak out. I didn't say poisonous. Poisonous means poisonous. Inedible means this is a polypore wood mushroom, and it looks kind of waggly here, but it's still really tough, right? You're not going to digest this well. It's likely going to cause digestive upset because of that. So instead, we are relying on getting her herbal properties and all the good stuff we want in the water, and then we don't have to try to chew on wood, right? They're very much so a wood-based mushroom. Anything that grows on wood as a mushroom tends to be really, really tough, right? This isn't for eating in that way, but she has a really nice flavor. I like the taste of turkey tail mushroom tea. It tastes like a mushroom broth, right? Now, another thing that you might enjoy if you like miso. If you don't like miso, whatever. But if you like miso, I suggest taking a little dollop of it, and mixing it in your tea. It makes the nicest, quick little miso type mushroom broth. Now, I typically use like soy-free miso. This is a chickpea one. I also like the barley miso. I don't fuck with soy. I don't eat soy lecithin. I don't eat soybeans. I don't want the added phytoestrogens in my diet. And so I just get soy-free miso. It tastes just the same, and you don't have to worry about becoming estrogen dominant from all the extra estrogen that you're being pumped into from all the food you eat. But that's it. That is turkey tail mushroom tea. You can drink this daily if you'd like. I always give my body a break. I don't typically like to drink a particular large amount of tea or infusion for more than 3 days in a row, but then it's okay because I just switch it up with something else, right? So the only thing that I didn't have prepared, here's a cup. Give me a second. And because I need to do dishes, they're not in the cupboard. Okay, hi. Cup. Turkey tail miso, because, you know, I'm going to show you how to drink this, apparently. And so I'm just going to, you know, I'm only going to put a little bit in there because I want it to cool down. I'm going to burn myself on video and be like, that's not how you do it, right? Yep, turkey tail miso. I love it. I love it. It's really nice. It adds, the miso adds a nice like salt complexity to it. But if you aren't going to add miso, you can put like a teaspoon or so of salt in there when you're done, right? And it'll taste really nice like a broth, right? And so that's it. How easy was that, right? We just put some mushrooms in some water and simmered it down. And even if we want to make a decoction to add to our tinctures, just have to put a little bit more water in there and simmer it down again. Some people will do that decoction like 3-4 times. It's up to you. You need to do it at least the one time. You know, it's just personal preference. There's no wrong way, even though someone's like, actually, there is a wrong way. Don't listen to that asshole. Just be a human, try your best, realize that you are absolutely smart enough to do this, right? And turkey tail mushrooms, they like to grow on hardwood trees. So if you live somewhere where you have a lot of hardwood trees, you can probably find them abundantly. If not, no worries. There's plenty of places online that you can buy them from. They only grow on alder trees where I live because I live in like a coniferous green tree forest area. We don't have a whole lot of hardwood, so I'm not really able to find enough to fill this jar. So I just support local mushroom growers, right? Because, you know, they can get hardwood. It might not be local to me, but you know, mushroom farms, support small herbal farms. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyhow, so that was incredibly easy. You definitely are smart enough to do this, and if you are looking to help yourself like regulate your immune system and make sure that like your immune system doesn't try to kill you, this is a really fantastic way to do that. So if you like my super professional human videos, if you like hearing me jabber about mushroom water or any other kind of weird thing that comes out of my mouth, messing up words and all kinds of stuff, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and share. Sharing is super important because it helps other people realize that they are smart enough to do this just like you are. And if you want to support my capacity to teach freely, consider becoming a member to my channel. It's just a way to throw me a few bucks a month and you get early access to any videos that I sporadically make, or call something home from Wildwood Apothecary. It's where I like create, make all kinds of different things. It's how I support my capacity to teach freely. Links in the bio, all that kind of stuff. Thank you so much for watching, folks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.